Deploying UAVs.
Wait one, reloading!
Hostile still kicking!
Airburst, on the way!
Hostile friendly! Targeting up! Deal with that hostile!
Vital signs critical.
Enemies on our perimeter!
Listen!
I can fix it!
Fuck this thing!
This angle is all bad. They're trying to flank us! We have to stop them pushing up! Need a medic here! Weapon free!
I'm with you. The drones are up.
Another down!
Hey guys, I'm Clint WOOO. Welcome back to another Division 2 video, and today I'm going to showcase Hardwired. You've seen the footage. Is it any good? Is it worth the grind? And the grind is real to get this gear set, because once you feel you've got all the pieces, you have to go and get the components, and then you've got to go and craft them. So it's a pain in the backside, in all honesty. However, is it worth the hassle? Let's do this. Okay guys, this is the build. Now first and foremost, don't think, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. This is 6 pieces of gear that I've crafted and I have equipped, period. That's it. One thing I will say is that you can only roll offensive stats, or sorry, should I say offensive mods on this build. And that's 5 of them, which is 2 on your chest, 1 on a holster, 1 on the pad, 1 on the backpack. 5 offensive mods. You can't have defensive, you can't have utility. It is what it is. What you see on the screen now, that is it. 5 offensive mods. That frustrates the ass out of me. It really does, because if there were utility mods, you have the potential to create a really strong skill build. You genuinely do. But as you don't, you're in a point in time where this is quite finicky. And he's definitely, it's a novelty build. Does it work in PvE? You're talking hard content, you're talking challenging content, this can work a treat. And as I said, it is very gimmicky. It is a novelty build. It's something that can work and can be okay, in all fairness. But you are going to miss out on damage. Simple as that. You're not going to have the raw damage output through Terminate, through Destructive, through tech support. You are not going to get those bonuses or those buffs whatsoever. Just you've got your 20% skill damage, and you've got the 5th and 6th piece bonus, which we'll go through now. Okay, so the second piece of Hardwired is 20% skill health. So bonus 3 is 20% skill damage. And number 4 is 20% skill power. And number 5, tamper proof. Electrify your deployed skills, which is your hive, turrets and pulse, causing enemies wandering too close to be shocked. Can occur every 10 seconds. I have tested this. This is, they need to be in a range of 2 to 3 meters. So for PvP, if you are fighting against Stevie Wonder, they may run into this, because it is clear as day. There's electric streams coming off your deployed skill, so you can see it from afar. So PvP, is this any good? I would not use this in PvP. I just wouldn't. I just don't see the benefit. I don't see it being OP. unless it's reworked in some shape or form. As it stands, guys, it's very, very gimmicky. That's the word I'd use for tamper-proof. Now, feedback loop, which is set bonus 6. Killing with a skill resets the cooldown of your other skill. Repairing a friendly agent's armor from 0 resets the cooldown of your skills. Can only occur every 15 seconds. When a skill cooldown ends or reaches full charges, gain bonus damage for and repair to all skills for 15 seconds. Sounds pretty decent. It does, and does it work? And the first element of feedback loop is killing with a skill resets the cooldown of your other skills. Yes, it actually works, and it's quite decent. But you've got to think in heroic missions, how's this going to work, given you're only going to get on your turret about 7.5k damage, maybe a little bit more if you have a decent talent on your primary weapon, for example, Spike, that's going to buff it by 35%. It's still not going to hit very hard. Trust me, it doesn't. Other builds, other talents, high end will definitely supersede this in terms of raw damage. So again, this is situational and gimmicky in my opinion, but it is fun to roll with at the same time. So feedback loop, killing with a skill, yes, it works. But you think heroic missions, kick-ass NPCs with a shit ton of armor, it's going to be a ball ache to try and get them down. Trust me, I have tried. Against red bars, this will proc more than you know and will be a godsend. Given your armor's only 200k, your health is 67k. So it's nice to have. That's where it ends. And I'll demonstrate shortly how this works. And when a skill cooldown ends, we'll reach a full charge, gain bonus damage and repair to all skills. Yeah, again, you're going to get an extra little bit of damage. But again, high-end build any day of any week is much, much stronger. Now, what I'll do, I'll show you each gear piece, and we'll go through the rolls very shortly. And again, I'll go through a few bits and bobs with the build. Okay, so as you can see on the mask, it's cooldown reduction and health. So again, with that, you can either roll skill power for more potential damage through your skills, but with a higher cooldown. And on the chest piece, we're looking at skill power, total armor, so nice chunks. So that might be nice for rolled off onto a better build. Critic chance 6%. And you see defensive mods are weapon damage, pistol damage, LMG damage, weapon damage, rifle damage, LMG damage. I've opted for LMG damage on this build. And the holster is skill power and health. And weapon damage, LMG damage, SMG damage. The knee pads, we're looking skill power, weapon damage, optimal range, and headshot damage. And the gloves, they are skill power and health. Finally, the backpack is skill power, health, crit hit damage, and weapon damage, and damage to armor. That's the build. The skills I've chosen. Let me just change this because I was testing this prior, so I don't want that one. I want the Restorer one. There you go. So with this, and what I've opted for is the turret and the hive. So with the turret, it's simple as the assault turret. And as you can see, I don't have much better. And I'll show you these mods that I have. If we go through, you can see I'm an elitist when it comes to mods. I collect the best, and that's about it. And this one, a bit of cooldown reduction, but again, some nice mods on there for me. And again, on this one, I don't have anything that will make it any better. But add to base damage of 7428, cooldown 102 seconds. And then we look at the second skill, which is the Hive Restorer. Healing of 25, 266 HP. A bit of stim efficiency, bit of damage on there. Shouldn't be on there. I tested it with the last one. Cooldown reduction. Don't feel there's anything that can replace damage, but let's have a look. Nope, it is what it is. So yeah, the key is this will help me heal. So get that healing and also potentially unlock the talent here, repairing a friendly agent's armor from 0 resets the cooldown of your skills, which, to be honest with you, in terms of playing with this build and the hours that I have played with this build, it has happened once. It's only happened once, and I didn't record it. That's it. I saw it. I was like, shit, let's record it, and I didn't record it. It's my fault. My bad. But again, it's situational. Completely situational. But in terms of killing with a skill resets the cooldown, you have a skill, that happens more than you know, in all fairness. But again, it's against your red bars and your veteran enemies. They're the ones that you will notice your turret take these down quite easily. When you move up a notch to elite enemies, you've got a problem. You have got a problem. I'll demonstrate that now. Let me know what you think. Let's have a look. Okay, so let's just pop down the hive. Let's dismantle it. 89-second cooldown. Turret out. Let's pop this bad boy. You see 7428 damage. That's gone, and you'll see the hive is back, ready to go. Let's pop that down. Let's dismantle it. 89-second cooldown. Let the turret do its work. And again, this can occur once every 15 seconds. I'm going to have to wait. So we'll just sit it out and wait. There you go. Done it again. Let's just pop that again. And as you can see, the turret's doing its work, and you see the increase in damage. Now it's gone to 8047. And the hive is back. So you can see, against simple red bars, even veteran enemies, there is value. There is definitely value on this build. You can also see the electrifying shock. You get within 2 to 3 meters of this, as you can see, the screen's going purple, that enemies will be shocked for a few seconds. That will give you that chance to take them down. That's it. So it is pretty cool, and it's pretty gimmicky and situational. Yes, I like it. And I've been using this with the Pestilence, and it, as you've seen in the footage, it does a decent job, and it actually synergizes quite well. So is this build going to be viable in Title Update 5? Stash or trash? That's the way. I would say stash. I'd build it and keep it, and then you can always re-roll certain pieces. So what I would do, and my recommendation if we go through the gear pieces, is just make sure, if you're going to use this particular build, then try and max out your skill power, because that will let you use better mods. That will mean more damage. Simple as that. And that's what you need, is more damage. The more damage you can deal on this build, the quicker you will get your skills back, in my opinion. Don't worry about cooldown reduction. Don't worry about skill haste. Just worry about skill power to get yourself better mods. Or if you have better mods than what I have. Remember, I'm an elitist scum. You know, so if you see mods that, again, around about that 2k mark, you're in a good place to get more damage from this build. I mean, just make sure on your backpack you've got skill power, and on your gloves, and then on your knee pads as well. Just get the highest rolls possible, and then you're in a decent position to do some decent damage with this build, and that would make it more viable. If you remove cooldown reduction, you can get easily with 300 skill power there, and to get that will get you to about 2-1. So you will have some decent mods. You know, I don't. I'm 2-9, but you know, for you guys, you might have kept these mods. That will make this build actually quite okay. You know, there is rumours this is getting buffed next week. Fingers crossed, everything crossed that actually happens. If it does, then happy days. I will definitely test this out in some real hardcore stuff. And that's it. That's hardwired, and it's a fun build to use. It's fun, gimmicky, novelty. It is like having socks at Christmas. That's this build. It's a gimmick build, no more, no less. Ongoing directive for me is a much better gear set. This just offers a little bit of value. Solo, it's not very good. As in a group, it's okay, but it's not much better. But there's potential. This gets buffed. Happy chappy. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, drop a like. Want to see more Div 2 content, smash the sub button, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.